It's a pretty safe bet that the Ravens are very excited moving forward with Patrick Queen. They expect big things from him. I expect we'll see a big jump in year two. And year one, he was placed in a very, very difficult spot. But he was a playmaker in his first year. He made an impact. There's no question about it. He was around the ball. I think he shows great leadership qualities moving forward. And it's not going to surprise me if people look back a year or two from now and think of that first-round selection of Patrick Queen as a great, not a good, but a great pick. Patrick's absolutely spectacular on this play. Watch him meet the back midair, lay a hit on him, and lay him flat on his back. The timing is impeccable, but watch how he's able to avoid the center's block, sidestep it, basically flat-footed. Watch the force he generates. Just tremendous athleticism. Patrick showed himself throughout the year consistent in his ability to pressure the quarterback, hit the quarterback, sack the quarterback with delayed blitzes. Very deceptive, extremely quick. Watch him threaten the C-gap there, split the center guard. Get the impression a lot of times that these linemen will see him, go to pick him up, and just underestimate how quick he is. Here he is threatening C, and then just kind of scrape behind the line of scrimmage, behind Wolf. Very, very sneaky. The guard sees him here, and Patrick's able to bend just a little bit closer to the center and split the two of them. Really, really electric quick, and gets his first NFL sack. Watch that again. He plays with a ton of effort. Watch this big stick, blitz, one B gap to the next. This is just all effort, but he gets sack, forced fumble, and the fumble recovery. It's Queen's pressure here that causes the quarterback to hurry the throw, not see the drop, and throw an interception. He's going to blitz the back here. And looking back, Queen was just so effective getting pressures in wink scheme. I mean, this is making football plays, also known as playmaking. Patrick stepped into the most challenging spot of all the rookies, in my opinion. He wasn't eased into it the way in rotation, the way Matabike or Dobbins were. Didn't have the sort of mentors around him that either of those two rookies did. He was pretty much on his own day one. It's fair to say he struggled in zone coverage in particular. There was a point in the season where teams were really throwing at him a lot of shallows in front of him, mesh concepts, and they would run routes behind him, either sits or digs. You see that here. He's going to chase the under portion of this mesh, leaves that zone, and a big play is had. Watch it again. This is 1 week after the Washington game. This is the very first play Cincinnati ran. It's first down and 10. They're going to run this too shallow in front of Patrick. They're going to run number 3 up the seam and cut behind him. First thing is, and we'll look at this from the other angle, I'd love to see Patrick get more of this receiver here, really reroute him violently out of the seam here. And there's no way he's going to get back in it quickly enough. Hopefully the pressure gets to him by then. That's the idea. The other thing is there's no need, especially on first down, for Patrick to drive on this route. We want him to shuffle, take away this window here, and then drive if the quarterback checks down. And you can see they throw behind him again. What's encouraging, though, is that later in the game, and we'll look at this play, they try the same concept, and Patrick's hip to it. This is what I'm talking about in terms of Patrick getting a little bit more violent here in the seam. same game, and this is so encouraging. Patrick's this sort of an in-game adjustment learning that he's done. They're going to try something very similar, this time 3 opposite, but they're going to run 2 in front of him, this time with just a little hitch inside. But watch him. He doesn't bite at all. Again, it's first down. They're trying to set him up for this dig behind him. Watch him kind of level out, take that window away. And the ball gets overthrown. Nobody's open. Again, they're trying to isolate Patrick here and exploit him in his inexperience, and he's learning in-game. Out of this quads alignment, you're going to see Patrick come to the line of scrimmage, come over ultimately here and drop and get number 3. I thought he did a nice job and showed a good aptitude moving forward from man coverage situations, either straight man like this or in zone match situations. Watch him come off here and make an open field tackle. Watch it again. Watch him peel off and take this tight end in man coverage. They're going to make it look like split zone left. He's going to read that and get his hand in the throwing lane. This is the playoffs versus Tennessee. Watch how much he's grown. Patrick's got hook to flat here. Very tough assignment, and wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee's trying to conflict him. He doesn't want to get picked here because he will ultimately have the back to the flat. Watch him drift, get around this block or pick. Watch him drift to the flat, but he's not going to leave that hook zone. Read the quarterback, come down, and nail A.J. Brown. Now watch. Lets him know about it afterwards, too. Watch how much he's grown. This is toward the end of the year, obviously. Very good at covering backs. You get a sense of him here, that sideline to sideline speed. Opposite A gap, he's going to chase the running back down here, make an open field tackle. We'll talk about this a little, or I'll talk about this a little bit later in the video. But not a particularly convincing tackler, generally, is Patrick. Definitely tackles high more often than I would like. Does get the job done there, and again, it's good evidence of his speed and range. The main area I'd like to see him improve is his ability to hit and shed. Take on blocks, get off blocks, fill at the line of scrimmage, anticipate double teams. Too often, we'll see him late in picking that up. We'll see him shuffle or sometimes backpedal, let the blocks get onto him or into him, and drive him. It isn't Malik's video, but here is the weak side backer. Watch him pick up on this double team. Watch him extend his arms, play side. He's got his eyes backside here. Lock out with one arm and make a play on the ball carrier. And Patrick's driven downfield. Here's another example of two of the things we've touched on. You see him, watch him wait, kind of wait, not anticipate this double team or get into it. Brandon Williams is just killing it up front, as is Calais. Calais really does a good job kind of pivoting into this pressure, keeping this lineman off of Patrick. He's able to shuffle around it, ends up making the play. You can see he tackles high here. Once again, watch the rally to the football there in that swarm. But, for example, look at L.J. Fort. Watch him pick up on this double team, goes to the line to meet it, locks out. He's able to get off the block and force the back in. And Patrick's there to clean up. But he's kept clean on this play by just dominant line play. Right there, you see Brandon just rip and destroy this offensive lineman. And then late, Calais takes up this double team. Just really great line play. just to show that he can do this and that he does do this. This is versus Washington. He's weak side here. They're going to run power. He's going to come downhill very aggressively, take on that pulling guard in the hole. Play side shoulder right there. Get off the block, make the tackle.